Wait fast. There have two holes in the top temporary hopper, big hole and small hole. Waiting fast mean open the valve for the big hole to fast feeding the EPS raw material to the weight system to approach the weight value for save time. Wait slow. There have two holes in the top temporary hopper, big hole and small hole. Waiting slow mean open the small hole to slow feeding the raw material to the weight system to get the finally inaccurate weighing value. Weighing hopper discharge. Open the discharge valve of the weighing hopper and send the weighed EPS material from the weighing hopper to the top hopper of EPS Batch pre-expander machine. Up filling valve. Located between the steam chamber and the top hopper, transitions storage of weighed EPS raw materials. Down filling valve. Inlet port connected to the steam chamber. When the down filling valve is opened, all the EPS raw materials will be put into the steam chamber. Big vent valve. For venting during heating. When the pressure in the hopper exceeds the set value, the big venting valve is open for venting. Small vent valve 1. For venting during heating. When the pressure in the steam chamber exceeds lower pressure limit, open the small vent valve 1 for venting. Small vent valve 2. For venting during heating. When the pressure in the steam chamber exceeds upper pressure limit, open the small vent valve 1 and small vent 2 for venting. Airing chamber valve. When the expanded bean is discharged, the airing chamber valve is open to blow the fresh air into the chamber to quickly discharge expanded EPS bean to bed dry. Condensate drainage valve. In each cycle, after the expanded EPS bean is discharged, the drain valve opens to automatically discharge the water and steam condensate from the chamber. Main steam valve. Steam angle seat valve, for heating the chamber with steam. Compressed air valve. Compressed air angle seat valve for compressed air. Chamber clean. Clean the steam chamber with compressed air. Observation window clean. Clean the observation window with compressed air. Vibration sensor clean. Cleaning the vibration sensor with compressed air. Hopper clean. Cleaning the top hopper with compressed air. Vent clean. Clean the venting port with compressed air. Filling clean. Clean the filling port with compressed air. Lighting clean. Clean the lighting lamp with compressed air. Discharge door clean. Clean the discharge door with compressed air. Discharge door valve. Control the opening and closing of the discharge door. Agitator motor. The main agitator motor equipped with frequency converter, according to the characteristics of different raw materials and different requested expanding density. With frequency converter, it can adjust the agitator speed from feeding to discharging during different work steps to get better expanded bean. Airing chamber fan. Air blower to send air to the steam chamber. Screw conveyor motor. Deliver the EPS raw material from the lower hopper to the big hopper above the weighing by a screw. Vom pump. Negative pressure is generated by the vacuum pump to deliver the weighed raw material from weighing system to the top hopper. Drying motor. Steam is sent through the drying fan to bed dry. Crusher motor. Crushing the lumped EPS bean in the bed dry. Vibration motor. Vibrating motor separates the lumped EPS material. Dry bed transport fan. Discharge EPS bean from the dry bed to the EPS silo system. Steam proportion manual. Adjustment of steam valve opening degree. Compress air proportion manual. Adjusting the opening of the compressed air valve degree. Weight disable. Whether automatic or manual mode can be selected. Fully automatic or semi-automatic must be turned on. After pressing this button, it will become weighing allowed, then the fast weighing and slow weighing can be turned on. Feed disable. Whether automatic or manual mode can be selected. Fully automatic or semi-automatic must not be turned on. After pressing this button, it will become feeding allowed, and then the filling process can be turned on. Auto. Full cycle operation of the machine. Semi-auto. The pre-expander machine stops running after discharge EPS raw materials. Step. Step is divided into 3 stages: feeding, heating and discharging. Single step operation. Agitator motor. Fully automatic or semi-automatic must be turned on this motor. Please go to motor page on the touch screen to switch the motor or fan on off. The circle in the lower right corner shows the current status of the motor or fan. Motor on is shown in green color. Motor off is shown in transparent color. Drying motor, fully automatic or semi-automatic, must be turned on this motor. Please go to motor page on the touch screen to switch the motor or fan on off. The circle in the lower right corner shows the current status of the motor or fan. Motor on is shown in green color. Motor off is shown in transparent color. Crush motor, fully automatic or semi-automatic, must be turned on this motor. Please go to motor page on the touch screen to switch the motor or fan on off. The circle in the lower right corner shows the current status of the motor or fan. Motor on is shown in green color. Motor off is shown in transparent color. Vibrator motor, fully automatic or semi-automatic, must be turned on this motor. Please go to motor page on the touch screen to switch the motor or fan on off. The circle in the lower right corner shows the current status of the motor or fan. Motor on is shown in green color. Motor off is shown in transparent color. Dry bed transport fan, fully automatic or semi-automatic, must be turned on this motor. Please go to motor page on the touch screen to switch the motor or fan on off. The circle in the lower right corner shows the current status of the motor or fan. Motor on is shown in green color. Motor off is shown in transparent color. Type. The type shows the EPS Batch pre-expander machine type is 1100. Dimension. Displays the machine's overall dimensions. Voltage. Frequency. It shows the voltage, frequency used by the machine. Power. Shows the total power of the machine. Serial number. Shows the factory code of the machine. Date of manufacture. Shows the time and date when the machine was shipped from the factory. Configuration. The configuration shows whether the machine is equipped with a steam proportional valve and a compressed air proportional valve. Manger. Click the Manager button. You need to enter the username and password to enter a specific parameter setting screen. Each single machine has unique username and password. Username administrator, password C888888. Easily do not use the administrator settings unless a skilled technician knows exactly what they need to do. Recipe number. It shows the actual recipe serial number currently in use, which is the displayed value. Manufacturer. Shows the current actual machine operator, which is the displayed value. Type. Set the type number of raw materials, generally for the brand short name plus the type number, reserved for 8 characters, only the English state input. Density. Set the density that needs to be produced, which can be ignored because this 1100 pre-expander does not have automatic density adjustment system. Only those with density weighing system work. Input weight. Set the total weight of the raw material. Hopper fill. Set the time for EPS raw material to be delivered from the bottom weighing hopper to the top hopper by vacuum pump. Filling. Filling mean EPS raw material fill into the steam chamber. Filling by 2 control, time and material level sensor and hopper. Generally filling controlled by the material level. When the filling time is set to 0, the filling time is disabled. The hopper material level indicator goes off and the filling delay starts. When the filling time setting is not 0, the filling time will start to turn into the filling delay after the filling time is up. Preheat. The preheat time after the EPS raw material enters the steam chamber. It can be fine-tuned according to the characteristics of the raw material by adjusting the opening degree of the proportional valve to adjust the steam and compressed air entry degree. Usually no adjustment is needed. Heating. Steam heating time in the steam chamber to expand the EPS raw material to requested density. Level switch. This pre-expander machine does not have this function. Compete for pre-expander machine with automatic density adjustment system. Heating delay. During heating, the material level vibration sensor stabilization time. When the expanded EPS raw material touches the vibration sensor, after a delay of a few seconds to stop heating. The purpose is to prevent misbehavior. Depressurization. After the heating step is finished, the steam chamber decompression time. Stabilize. After the end of decompression, the EPS bean stabilization time, inside of the steam chamber. Discharge. What is discharge? After the end of decompression and stabilization, the product in the foaming drum is transferred to the fluidized bed. Delay time for airing fan. During discharging the expanded EPS bean, delay the time of opening the airing fan, and use the airing fan to blow out the expanded EPS bean at the end of the discharge processing, using less blowing time. The purpose is to maintain the temperature of the steam chamber. Prevent the steam chamber from cooling down too quickly. Wait. This is interval wait time into the next cycle. Vent valve open. To remove the pressure inside the steam chamber, in order to avoid spraying material when filling, to avoid the fluidized drying bed accumulation of material. Air valve opening and stabilize. Compressed air proportional valve opening degree during stabilization process. Stabilize open. Compressed air proportional valve opening time during stabilization process. Stabilize close. Compressed air proportional valve interval opening time during stabilization process. Disable small vent to depressurization. When this function is selected, during the decompression process, small vent valve 2 will be opened. When not selected, when the decompression process, small vent 2 will not be opened. According to the characteristics of different raw materials and density selection, the wrong choice will not have an absolute impact. But when the expanding has high requirements, you need to make an accurate choice. Speed agitator. Its normal expanding speed. The agitator has 3 different rotate speed. Feeding speed at the beginning, regular rotate speed for expanding, and rotate speed when discharge the raw material. Speed for agitator filling. This is the motor speed during filling processing. When in filling process, the agitator motor running generally slow. After reaching the set time, from the speed for agitator filling to speed agitation to avoid the EPS raw materials at first thrown to the wall of the steam chamber due to fast rotation speed. Time for agitator filling. When the filling process, the main axis motor runs according to speed agitator. After reach its setting time, it will turn to the speed agitator. Speed for agitator discharge. This is main axis rotate speed during discharge. The speed will be little fast than expanding speed, so the EPS raw material will be quickly discharged from steam chamber to the bed dry. Chamber ventilation pressure, heat. The pressure at which the big vent valve opens during the heating process, generally 40 Pa. Chamber ventilation time, heat. Duration of big vent valve opening time during heating process. Heating end by time. When heating end by time function is selected, if heating time is reached the setting time, the heating will stop. When not selected this function, the heating time is controlled by the level sensor or vibration sensor. Heating control method. There have 4 types of heating options: 1 fixed opening, 2 segmented heating phase, 3 pressure control, PID, 4 temperature control, fixed opening, steam proportional valve and compressed air proportional valve open degree, according to the fixed opening degree. Segmented heating, steam proportional valve and compressed gas proportional valve opening degree according to 5 time segments, in the direction of 1 to 5, the first time to go to the second time segment, and so on, to reach the 5th time segment. Pressure control. The steam proportional valve is automatically adjusted by the PID algorithm control output from the feedback of the pressure inside the heated steam pipeline. Temperature control. Steam proportional valve by the heating steam pipeline within the temperature feedback for PID algorithm control output. Automatic adjustment. Steam valve opening and heating. When the heating control method selects fixed opening, set the steam proportional valve fixed opening degree, 60–80% under normal conditions. Air valve opening and heating. When the heating control mode selects fixed opening, set the compressed air proportional valve fixed opening degree. The normal compressed air proportional valve is 0. 0 default is not open state, used for heavy density. Heating pressure. Set the heating steam pressure. Normal is 25 kPa equals 0.25 bar. Pressure sensor maximum 1.6 bar. Heating temperature. Set the heating steam temperature, usually 100 degrees. Steam valve opening in preheating. Set the steam proportional valve opening degree during preheating step. Air valve opening in preheating. Set the compressed air proportional valve opening degree during preheating step. Motor starting method. Manual turn on. The motor is turned on, off manually. Normal, choose this function. Start after automatic start, after automatic start, according to the motor delayed opening time to open. In order to grid fluctuations, generally set the delay time, and will be staggered settings. It is not recommended to change. Start after machine preheating, after the machine is automatically preheated, in accordance with the motor delayed opening time to open. Start after machine feeding, after machine feeding is finished, open according to the motor delay opening time. Motor turn on delay time. The delay time for each individual motor to turn on. Maximum permitted current in heating. During heating, main axis motor current exceeds the setting value. It means that main axis is more strenuous and then heating stops. This is an auxiliary protection measure. Set to 0. It does not work. It should be used with caution so as not to misjudge and produce a burst EPS bean. Emergency stop current. Stops all movements of the machine when the mixing motor current exceeds this setting. It is also a protection. Use with caution. Delay of emergency stop with overcurrent. The mixing motor allows the current, emergency stop, to stop all movements of the machine when the delay time is continuously exceeded. Avoid misjudgment. Use with caution. Delay of automatic motor stop. Used in function with the output control. All motors automatically shut down according to the delay time after the automatic machine operation ends when the output is reached. Set to 0. It does not work. Time between motors stop. The motor is stopped step by step in sequence to prevent fluctuations in voltage to the power supply. Stop motor. Auto stop motor button. Used in semi-automatic mode. Sub-steam step enable. The choice of heating is based on the level sensor, and is generally based on experience of about 30 seconds. Time. Heating with 5 time periods in the order of 1 to 5. Steam valve opening. During heating, 5 time periods. Opening degree of the steam proportional valve in the order of 1 to 5. Air valve opening. During heating, 5 time periods. Opening the compressed air proportional valve in the order of 1 to 5. Automatic preheating enable. This machine do not have this function. Choose whether to enable automatic machine preheating. Generally choose manual preheating with steam chamber temperature sensor. Only for high-end 1200 type machine have this feature. Open steam chamber condensate. This machine does not have this function. Choose whether to open the steam chamber drain valve when the machine is preheating. Generally choose to close. If the valve is open, the steam escapes when preheating. Preheat cycles. Set the number of times the machine automatically preheats. Beyond the set value, the machine will stop preheating. Temperature to be exceeded. This machine does not have this function. Set the machine needs to achieve the steam chamber temperature. Need to configure the steam chamber temperature sensor. Preheat start temperature. Set the starting temperature for automatic machine preheating. Number of times the machine has warmed up. Display the number of times the machine has been automatically preheated. The number of preheating and temperature needs to match the use. Steam pressure. Set heating pressure and control vent valve. Steam time. Set the steam heating time for the machine to warm up automatically. Pause time. Set the machine automatically preheat heating after the pause time. Filling clean pause. When discharging, the filling port clean time and stopping time. Cleaning up EPS raw material stick in this area. Filling clean delay. When discharging, delay the opening of the filling port clean time. Not immediately open when discharging, because it will waste compressed air, as well as will let the steam chamber cool down. Observation window clean, heating observation window clean pause. Observation window clean time and pause time during heating. Observation window clean, discharge, Observation window clean pause. Observe window clean time and pause time when discharging expanded EPS bean. Vibration sensor clean. Vibration sensor clean time and pause time during discharge. Delay time for observation window and vibration sensor. Delayed opening of the observe window and vibration sensor clean time during discharge. Lighting clean pause. Lighting clean time and pause time during discharge. Discharge door clean pause. Discharge door clean time and pause time when closing the discharge cylinder after the discharge is finished. Vent clean pause. Vent clean time and stop time during discharging. Delay time for vent clean. When discharging, delay the opening of vent port clean time. Delay time for filling. After the upper hopper level sensor light goes off, start to turn into the filling EPS raw material delay. Timeout of filling. If the filling time more than this time, trigger filling timeout alarm. Delay time for opening up filling valve. When filling, open the down filling valve first, and delay the time to open the upper filling valve. Generally the time interval is 1-2 seconds. Delay time for closing down filling valve. After finished filling, close the upper filling valve first, and delay the time of closing the lower filling valve. Hopper cleaning time. After filling, the hopper level sensor cleaning time, to avoid the sensor accumulation of EPS raw material. Vibration sensor clean after filling. After the end of filling, the clean time of vibration sensor in the steam chamber. Open big vent valve during filling. Choose whether to open the big vent valve when filling. Normal choice is open, as the role of steam pressure vent function. Open condensate drainage valve during filling. Choose whether to open the steam chamber drain valve when filling. Normal is open, in order to release the pressure, to prevent the EPS raw material spray backwards. This shift weight. Calculate the weight of EPS raw materials produced in the current shift. Last shift weight. The weight of the EPS material produced in the previous shift. Shift change. Press the button to add the weight data of the current shift to the weight produced at work and to clear the weight produced in the current shift. Total output. Counting the total number of modules produced by the machine and the weight of the EPS raw material. This shift out. Calculate the number of batch produced in the current shift. Last shift output. Number of cycle produced in the previous shift. Plan output. It is used to set the production cycle of the machine, and the machine will stop automatically when the actual production cycle of the machine reaches the set cycle. When the set number of cycle is 0, the machine is not controlled by the output. Finish output. Display of the number of cycle already produced by the machine. Remaining output. Display of the number of cycle remaining to be produced by the machine. Reset. Clear. The machine has completed the cycle number and kilograms all clear. Output control. Disable. The selected output is not controlled, and the machine automatically stops production when the actual number of cycles produced by the machine reaches the set number of cycle. Alarm tolerance. Weighing weight exceeds the weight error, triggering the raw material overweight alarm. Assuming an error of 0.5 kilograms, weighing for 20 kilograms, the actual exceeds 20.5 kilograms, that alarm. Weight slow. Weight slow equals total weight, weight fast. Maximum input weight. Raw material weighing maximum. Safety protection. Generally 30 kilograms. Pay attention when enter the weight. Advanced value of input weight. Weight value equals total weight. Advanced value of input weight. Reach the weighing value to close the weighing slow release valve, and close the valve in advance during weight. Raw material transport permitted during feeding. During the weighing process, the material is not allowed to be fed, depending on the actual working conditions. For example, if the feeding will shake, then choose not to allow the material to be fed. Timeout. Raw material screw conveyor. within the specified time. The hopper upper level and hopper lower level sensors are not light. The timeout alarm, to avoid raw material overflow, set to 0. Then the raw material feeding timeout alarm does not occur. Delay time for up level sensor at temporary storage. The hopper upper material level continues to light for the time. The time is up. The raw material feeding is finished. Prevent misoperation. Delay time for up level sensor at temporary storage. The time when the hopper lower material level is continuously unlight. The time is up. The material loading of raw material starts. Preventing misoperation. Switch off raw material feed after order finished. When allowed, automatic shutdown of raw material feeding if the set output is reached. Thank you for taking such a long time to see the whole video. Above is a simple introduction to the function of each button of the touch screen. If you want to know more detailed functions as well as operation and troubleshooting for EPS machine, please leave your comments below or contact us by email. If you want to see more video like this, please give us a like and subscribe our YouTube channel, that we will know we are doing the right things. See you in the next video.